Introduction to HTML and CSS Part 3. Welcome to Part 3 of our HTML and CSS tutorial series. In this segment, we will delve deeper into enhancing the look and feel of your web pages using CSS, as well as creating effective and navigable links. Whether you're just starting out or looking to refine your web development skills, this tutorial will provide you with the knowledge you need to make your web pages visually appealing and user-friendly. We will cover the following topics: Introduction to CSS and its various applications. How to use CSS to style HTML elements. Understanding the different ways to apply CSS, inline, internal, and external. Creating and styling links, including absolute and relative URLs. Using CSS to change the appearance of links based on their states. Incorporating images as links and creating email links. Using CSS to style buttons and create bookmarks within your web pages. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a solid understanding of how to use CSS to enhance the design and functionality of your web pages, making them more attractive and engaging for your users. HTML styles CSS. CSS, or Cascading Style Sheets, is a powerful tool that allows you to control the appearance and layout of your web pages. With CSS, you can easily adjust the color, font, size, spacing, and positioning of your HTML elements to create a visually appealing and organized layout. Let's explore the different ways to apply CSS and some common styling properties. Using CSS. CSS can be added to HTML documents in three ways. Inline CSS, using the style attribute directly within HTML elements. Internal CSS, using a style element within the head section of an HTML document. External CSS, using a link element to link to an external CSS file. Inline CSS. An inline CSS applies a unique style to a single HTML element. It is done using the style attribute. H1 style equals color blue, a blue heading /H1. P style equals color red, a red paragraph /P. Internal CSS. Internal CSS allows you to define styles for an entire HTML document within a style element placed in the head section. Doc type HTML. HTML. Head. Style. Body, background color, powder blue. H1, color, blue. P, color, red. /style. /head. Body. H1 this is a heading /H1. P this is a paragraph /P. /body. /HTML. External CSS. External CSS is the most common way to apply CSS. You create a separate CSS file and link it to your HTML document using the link element. Doc type HTML. HTML. Head. Link rel equals stylesheet ref equals styles.css. /head. Body. H1 this is a heading /H1. P this is a paragraph /P. /body. /HTML. The external CSS file, style.css, might look like this. Body. Background color, powder blue. H1. Color, blue. P. Color, red. CSS colors, fonts, and sizes. Use the CSS color property to define text color, font family to specify the font, and font size to set the text size. Doc type HTML. HTML. Head. Style. H1. Color, blue. Font family, Verdana. Font size, 300%. P. Color, red. Font family, Courier. Font size, 160%. /style. /head. Body. H1 this is a heading /H1. P this is a paragraph /P. /body. /HTML. CSS border and margin. Use the CSS border property to define a border around an element and the margin property to create space outside the border. P. Border, 2px solid powder blue. Margin, 50px. Linking to external CSS. You can link to an external CSS file using a full URL or a relative path. Link rel equals stylesheet ref equals /html/styles.css. Link rel equals stylesheet ref equals styles.css. HTML links. Links allow users to navigate between web pages. The HTML tag defines a hyperlink, using the ref attribute to specify the destination URL. A ref equals https://www.earlwebmaster.com/visit earlwebmaster.com/a. Link attributes and states. Use the target attribute to specify where to open the linked document. A ref equals https://www.earlwebmaster.com/target equals _blank visit earlwebmaster.com/a. CSS can be used to style links differently based on their states: unvisited, visited, hover, active. A. Link. Color, green. Background color, transparent. Text decoration, none. A. Visited. Color, pink. Background color, transparent. Text decoration, none. A. Hover. Color, red. Background color, transparent. Text decoration, underline. A. Active. Color, yellow. Background color, transparent. Text decoration, underline. Using images and email links. To use an image as a link, wrap the img tag inside an a tag. A ref equals default.asp. imgsrc equals smiley.gif alt equals html tutorial style equals width 42px, height 42px. /a. Create an email link using Mailto. A ref equals mailto someone at example.com send email /a. Congratulations on completing part 3 of our HTML and CSS tutorial series. You've learned how to use CSS to enhance the design and functionality of your web pages, including styling HTML elements with colors, fonts, sizes, margins, and borders, and applying CSS in different ways: inline, internal, and external. We also covered creating and styling links with various states: unvisited, visited, hover, active, incorporating images as links, and creating email links. With these skills, you can make your web pages more visually appealing and user-friendly. Stay tuned for the next part, where we'll explore JavaScript to add interactivity to your web pages. Happy coding!